Hello everyone! Today on Binky's Gaming Thoughts, I will continue the Canticle of Shartan. And my hair is on the other side. Toot! For variety. So the army of Andraste arrives. As the people danced over the corpses of slain soldiers, while I understand, their joy in their victory, it's a little morbid, no? A thunder filled the air, and the ground trembled, and a hush fell over them, as they knew a terrible omen had come. So her army is so enormous that as they walk, it creates like a rumble, like a stampede. It's like the army of Uruk-hai marching to Helm's Deep in Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers. From afar, they heard the sound of 10,000 voices raised in song. Well, 10,000 is the same number as the army of Uruk-hai. And the song, they're probably singing the Chant of Light. And the marching of a great host. Yes, well, great host. 10,000, that's a lot. Shartan goes forth to meet the army. Seeing an army beyond counting gathered in the distance, Shartan said to the people, "Let us not fall into the jaws of the wolf together." Interesting analogy. "I will go alone and see what army comes, singing to the land of Tevinter." Across the empty plains, Shartan crept to where the great host camped, the light from countless fires guiding him through the darkness. Then a great hand clamped down on Shartan's neck, and he was lifted into the air. Maybe his feet dangling. And he looked into the eyes of a towering creature, taller than any legion soldier, featured like a man, but covered in fur like a beast and bearing a mighty shield. A very tall human, taller than Tevinter's. Well, obviously the Alamari are taller like the Avar, because they're kind of the ancestors of the Avar. Havard, the Aegis, greets Shartan. So Havard is this tall human wearing pelts. The creature spoke in a stern voice, saying, "Why are you come upon us alone, wearing the armor of our most hated foe, when I can see you are no man of the legion?" Not a Tevinter. And Shartan answered him, "If you hate the legion, then you are my friend." Yea, you are now friends with Shartan. You are now friends with Havard. And the giant laughed and set him back down upon his feet, declaring, "Then the Aegis of Alamari bids you welcome. Follow me to the side of the prophet, Andraste." Shartan meets Andraste. The Aegis led him to the center of the great host, and Shartan saw that they counted men and women of all descriptions among them. So from all around Thedas, different races probably, from different countries. Many bore the scars of escaped slaves, and some had come west from the coastlands, and they stood as equals beside the wild giant men of the south, the Almari. There, in the heart of them, sang a lady, radiant and clad in armor of bright steel, Andraste. She paused her song to look upon Shartan. "How you doing?" Maybe. Who knows? If it's true that they became lovers, she could have been checking him out. And said to him, "All souls who take up the sword against Tevinter are welcome here. Rest and tell us of your battles." While he's resting, or he rests first and then he tells the battles? I don't think he can rest and tell about the battles. I'm just being literal here. And Shartan told her, I cannot rest. Well, exactly. I cannot rest while the people wait in darkness and fear. Being considerate about the other people. So Andraste sent him with 3 of her attendants to invite the people to come to her side so that everyone can rest together and tell the story together. It makes sense. And the people came, all astonished, to stand among Andraste's followers. And she gave them food and drink, because they must have been hungry, and bade them sit, while Shartan gave her the tale of their uprising and flight from Voldorma. When the tale was finished, Andraste said to Shartan, Truly, the Maker has called you, just as he called me, to be a light for your people. So she's telling Shartan, she's telling him that he's been chosen by the Maker. If he is Solus, this would make Solus not the Maker, potentially. If he isn't Solus and is inspired, whether consciously or subconsciously, by what Fen'Harel did, which means that he's inspired by a said god all the same, whether he is truly chosen or not. I'll quote the Inquisitor, I'm not chosen, I have chosen.
Our concern must be the order and safety of this world, not the next. I'm not chosen. I have chosen, and I will lead us to victory.
So Andraste continues, The host you see before you march, bearing his will north, the Maker's will, where we shall deliver it to Minrathous, city of magisters, and we shall tear down the unassailable gates and set all slaves free. So both have the same goal and they fight for the same cause. So joining forces only makes sense. And Shartan looked upon the prophet Andraste and said, The people will set ourselves free. Your host from the south may march alongside us. The giants of the south rose to their feet as one and bowed. And Andraste said, It is done. We march as one. And that's where I'm going to end it here for today. In the next video, I will conclude the Canticle of Shartan. So be sure to like the video, subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. You can follow me on Twitter at BinkyProd. And leave your comments and theories below. Obviously, not above. If there was a comment section above, it would be above. And I'll see you all in the next video. Masaranas. Be sure to check out some of my other stuff, and remember to buy video games at a discounted price and support me at no additional cost to you. Just follow my G2A affiliate link. To learn more how that can help you as well, you can watch my full explanation video on that. Thanks for tuning in.